sometimes in life, you know, it comes down to a choice. Particularly if you're faced with difficult circumstances, a harsh reality, whatever it may be. You have to ask yourself, am I going to allow this situation to destroy me, or am I going to allow it to build me up? Meaning, am I going to take this difficult energy, that gut punch, that heartbreak, that letdown, that bad work experience, whatever it is, that failure, are you going to let that gut punch cripple you into a lesser version of yourself? Or are you going to focus intention and take all of that energy that's bottled up and channel it into something that is going to benefit you and set you up towards a better tomorrow? This reading to me, in a lot of ways, it kind of has this air about it, where it's almost suggesting, it's almost saying like, do you have any idea how much your life would transform if you could just get out of your fucking feelings for a little bit, or get out of your head for a little bit? Your mind is probably going 1,000,000 miles per minute. You are represented by the Fool, so I do think you're well along in this journey or this path of development. And at some point, when you clear up, I feel like momentum will continue to pick up. Pretty soon you'll be charging. This even sort of talks about building an emotional foundation within yourself. We can, when things, for one, we have to understand that everything we're experiencing, it doesn't just happen to us. So this is a bit of a lengthy one. So when you're in any given circumstance in life, okay, and you stray out of a sense of integrity or moral character, there will be an effect. Now, wherever you're at in life, somewhere down the line, and if each and every one of you look at it, you will find it, be it on your end, the end of someone else, probably both, because it does tend to feed into each other at a certain point. You will see where those moments of breaking happened, where that crucial moment happened, where everything sort of started to go in a certain pattern from there. There are energetic laws, essentially, that bring about cause and effect. You can't escape it. You may think you escape it for some time, but in time, it's going to catch up with you. It's inevitable every single time, because this is the way that the world functions on an invisible level, yet it affects all of us. Most people don't think about it or even fucking believe in it, but it's not like, because when things go wrong, right? When we break moral character, or when we fall short, and then we have consequences from those actions. And I'm not saying you're fully to blame for whatever you've experienced, or maybe it was someone else completely, but the fact is what happens, when we break from our integrity, or things go wrong in that way, and we experience the consequences or the ramification of those things, we feel like some kind of evil has come upon us. And it's not that evil has come upon us, or some sort of terrible circumstance. It's the result of our own corruption. Anything in life, be it a relationship or a business or whatever, can function very well for years and years, but the moment that that corruption of intent comes in, you start a pattern towards its illness, towards its demise, towards its decay, and eventually it'll break down. So it's absolutely important, even in the adversity you face, even in the anger you experience, even in the fear you experience, to operate in a way that is fair and in integrity. Because all you can do is rebuild your own sense of awareness and justice. Because otherwise you run the risk, and probably will, continue down a spiral of broken actions that are going to lead you to broken results. So in this moment of pain, in this moment of suffering, in this moment of trial, tribulation, and what have you, it is crucial for you to look at yourself and ask, are you proceeding forward and handling these circumstances with the utmost dignity and integrity? Because that is what is going to ensure your best results, even if it is challenging. Don't be a bitch about it. Okay. Let's move into the advice spread. Before I do that, I do want to take a moment to promote my Patreon. That is where all the extended versions of these readings go, as well as other exclusive content and monthly art prints. It's a great way to support me as an independent artist and creative. That being said, if you want to work with me on a one-on-one level, I do have a sale on all personal readings for the rest of October. All right, let's see what the advice has. Look, one thing is for sure, what is to come, we don't really know. Whatever's happening around you, you don't really know. And that's fine. And so that could pan out a lot better than you realize. It can also pan out just as you think it will, or even worse. Again, align yourself with integrity and higher thinking. Because right now you're focused on suffering, you're focused on plight, you're focused on what you could have done, what you should have done, or what you could be doing better now, or whatever. And this is kind of suggesting to get very aware and very clear and very strong, even in the face of whatever difficulties you may have. And because you also will have a lot of choices to make moving forward. So I guess the question is really, who do you want to be moving forward, no matter what the circumstances are? Because life will continue to go. The sun will continue to rise. You will continue to meet people. You'll continue to do things. You will continue to be a person. And when we are in a time of transition or of, a lot of impactful insight, this is a unique time to observe your patterns, because everything usually goes in patterns. You can observe those patterns and the ones that are benefiting you and the ones that aren't. And with the ones that aren't, you're in a very unique position to consciously choose a new direction and start a new pattern. So start a pattern of the highest quality possible. All right, I'm going to take this to the extended on Patreon. If you want to join us over there, amazing. If not, I appreciate you watching, and I hope that you have a great night.